I'm back with another banger. Welcome back to Energy. Okay, so God is awesome and fear inspiring, and God is a masterful genius. Okay, so if that does not resonate with you, this reading probably won't be for you. But there is something that is awe-inspiring about God. There are things about God that you do not understand. The ways in which God moves, the hands that God uses to move you and how they move you, the invisible hands that God places in your life. You have a lot of questions of why, how, who, what, when, where. Like, you have all these questions, and it feels as if the full story is not being given to you. So this is a test of your faith. Okay, but I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have likely been positioned in your life for this, or you have been pretty much prepared for this your whole entire life. Like, you were chosen for this. You were chosen for this life. You were chosen for this path. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what the general messages will be based on that initial download. Okay. So all praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Also, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't play with it, okay? Also, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you will know when I go live, because I do record my readings live. All right, you guys. Let's see. Energy feels like a Sunday, but today is Saturday when I'm recording. It says, riddled by demonic influence, dirty mind or lifestyle, lack self-control, and you are being protected. Someone wants to push off an energy or an entity onto you. It's one that they're carrying. But they know that this is a burden that you may share. So they're seeing an opportunity to swap places with you, to get you to share this burden with them. Or they're trying to attach themselves to you because this may be a burden that you carry honorably or like willingly for yourself. And they know that you have the potential to carry it for others as well. So there's somebody that wants to attach themselves to you. But like I said, this person has energy or entities that come from a dirty mind or lifestyle. That means it's some kind of grievance that they have encountered, or a grievance that they feel someone should have over them. So this person is like guilty or ashamed. Okay. So there could be something in your life where they're trying to resonate with you, where you may feel as if your choice or your decision or something that you should be ashamed of, something that you should feel guilty for, or that you should not be confident about. Okay. We have living in the shadows and shadow work. So this actually could be something where you don't have these issues. There is nothing that you are hiding that you would be afraid to, be seen in the light. There's nothing that you feel ashamed of or guilty for. So I feel like this is someone who was able to attach to you when you weren't aware that there were certain things about yourself, or certain things that you had lived or been through, certain things that you were seeing that cast you as a victim, and not taking pride in the fact that you survived that. Like, it's an accomplishment. Okay, but I feel like that's a new perspective for you, and it's a protection for you. There's something you're seeing as an accomplishment, something you're seeing as you didn't ask for this, but it's actually on the leading edge of liberation. So you freed yourself from a situation that other people are now awakening to and trying to free themselves as well. You're being seen in that light, and this is a light that this person cannot walk in, or this is a light that this person does not want to be seen in. Okay. So someone who was trying to attach themselves from you could be running from you now because of what you see or because of who you be, like who you are currently. It says they win in your best or worst case scenario. This could be you as well as another person here. We have shadow, not just shadow work, but shadow play. Okay. Let's do tarot. But before we do, let me see about this shadow energy. Something about your shadow, being in your shadow is not a scary thing for you anymore. It doesn't even feel like hard work. It actually feels as if it's playful or fun. Okay, so something about being in your shadow energy now feels comfortable to you. It feels fun to you. It actually could have been that for some of you, you were conditioned to demonize or villainize or be ashamed of your ego. Okay, the version of you that life conditioned you to have to become to protect the more tender or authentic or inner child, okay, that you are, like the true love and light being that you are. The shadow, the darkness, is like the mother's womb. It's to protect you as you go through transformations, as you absorb information and ascend because of that, okay, as you're growing, right, and becoming. It's a protective barrier. So whoever you are now seeing this time period where you feel as if you're being off the scene or even maybe decentered in people's lives that you really want to be centered in. But what it's causing you to do is become your own central focus. Okay, that's something that it happens in the womb. Children, if they're not like a twin or they don't have other siblings in the belly, that is really where they learn to center and become comfortable with self. That is a natural spirit quality. When they're born, they are pushed into the world and they have to connect with other people. Okay, so we condition them to become more selfless and to let go of the self-centeredness. But a lot of society, we condition ourselves to become overly selfless to the point that it's hard for children to identify what their true self is. So when they're first here, they have a very strong sense of who they are, but that can be broken and torn down because the world is created to pretty much penetrate and tear down boundaries that eliminate their control over you. So there's something about you now feeling so comfortable. It's almost like you're going back to the baby mode where I feel like God is remolding you and putting you back into this framework or this frame of mind where it is not only safe or valuable to prioritize yourself and to center yourself, self-center yourself in your own reality, but it is essential. Okay, it's crucial. So there could be external factors. Okay, this just feels like people, well-meaning as they may be, but they have a bad effect on you because they cause you to bring down boundaries that were built up for your protection. And likely those boundaries were actually initiated by some of these connections that are now trying to tear it down. Okay, so your shadow energy is a time and space where you're able to see clearly and you're able to pretty much get the work done, the heavy lifting, the emotional burdens, working through the confusion and things, but you get to have fun while you do it. Okay, tell me, and it feels like you have a friend or there's someone else that you're doing this with. If you're going through this ascension, you're not alone. Yeah, we have SOS. You have a soul member, a member of your soul tribe or something like that that is going through this as well. This card came out in reverse with distress, act with urgency, and assistance is needed. So I feel as if this could have been a situation where typically you would be desperate for someone's help, okay? Maybe you would feel distressed. You would feel restless, confused, not knowing what to do. But this is not the energy dominantly. So this is changing. Now this could be what is confusing someone, because you are protected from them, because you are in this space of peace, like mental peace, but emotional clarity as well. You have mental peace and emotional clarity. You have mental peace and emotional clarity. And someone's demons are disturbed by your mental peace and emotional clarity. Repossession, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. Okay, the version of you, that love and light, that inner child, that soft quality, that innocent pureness, that willingness to trust and accept, maybe even just giving the benefit of the doubt to anyone. This is a version of you that this person can no longer touch. It's been repossessed from their, like their clutches. This is someone who was trying to keep a hold of that version of you, but it says that they did not pay. So that means that default on payments, there was some agreement here. Transparency for transparency. Unconditional love for unconditional love. Acceptance for acceptance. Peace for peace. Somebody, they did not honor the agreement. So I feel like their access to this version of you has been taken away. So pretty much this person has to agree to shadow play with you. If they want to engage with you, because your shadow is fully initiated, activated, and it feels like it's being solidified in a certain connection or dynamic in your life. And that dynamic can play out in multiple individuals, because it's really an entity that you are activated. It's like a sleeper agent being activated, because there is an entity that is awakened to your ascension, essentially, and they're trying to connect with you or get to you. So you have some kind of activation that's happening here internally that's helping you to go through what I would consider to be spiritual warfare. Yeah, tiptoeing in reverse. You don't have to sneak around. You don't have to act shady, and you don't have to worry about getting caught, because everything that you're doing could be done in the daylight. Like everything that you're doing is in the name, or is initiated by love and light. This is that invincible energy. It's almost where people feel like you can do whatever you want and everything still works out for you. So you have people with evil eye, jealousy. I think that it started off as them wondering how, and maybe wanting to seek that same independence, and that same, there's a word for it. It's a word for it. It's a legal term. Where you can't be tried, you can't be found guilty. You have, I know somebody knows what word I'm thinking about. I don't know. There's something, you can't be tried for something, but somebody else can. So it's someone who feels as if you have the upper hand. Okay. Now there could be two of you. There could be two of you. Yeah, this is the initiation of your dark feminine or your dark masculine archetype. This person fears your dominance and control. This is someone who seeks dominance and control over you. Also, you have a reason for grievance as well. This may be someone who used to be able to ride really nice waves in your energy, but it's almost as if you have revoked. Yeah, again, either you have consciously, or spirit has done this for you, or there is a connection in your life that is not creating the opportunity, the room, or the space for this person to be able to pretty much like have residence in your energy, seek peace in your energy. There's no peace for them in your energy. There's a reckoning. Someone is getting in, but when they get in, it's not the sweetness or the softness or the kindness of life that they're expecting. Even if you are nice on the outside, it comes with a bite. Like they feel as if they have no choice. But internally, they used to be able to control things from the inside. That's when you were like deeply immersed in your feelings, and pretty much you had no choice but to kind of just be okay with everything and just accept the present moment as it is. And you did not, you were incapable of holding on to, anything that had happened to you. But this is someone who operates off of demonic influence. The thing about demons is that they don't let go of anything. That's why they have so many chains on them. Demons are cast to a low vibrational energy and they can't move. Those who do not worry, like they don't do the inner work, they don't do the shadow work to release themselves of those chains, they just kind of try to put chains onto other people to plummet people into their feelings so that they have the opportunity to rise in their energy. So they're like getting a free ride off of you, but they're not able to do that anymore. In fact, when they come into your energy, you're so grounded that they hit the floor, and sometimes they're having trouble or difficulty getting through the emotional strings that are there. So they may feel as if they are drowning in their emotions, drowning in their feelings. So these individuals may be running from you. They're seeking shelter from the emotional binds of your connection. This would be someone who would push themselves into more of like a narcissistic side or a very cold and detached energy in order to like maintain their current frequency and what it is that they're doing, and not feel like they are obligated to you, because I feel like this person has caused some kind of grievance towards you, but it's not one that they're willing to pay for or that they want to own up to. So this could be someone who's actually trying to stay out of your sight or out of your, your grip, energetically, emotionally. That's what they're trying to do. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's do tarot now. What do you need? Wow. Well, it's definitely your love, your light. This would be your feminine side. This would be your nurturing. This would have to do with your inner child, or you may have children here. We have the Sun and the Empress. You could be a Taurus or a Leo, a Libra, or a Virgo. So it's your light. It's your light, but with the Empress, it's also sovereign. You're a sovereign being, and you've accepted your crown. Your light is blinding, and your energy is very influential, almost irresistible with the Sun. It's warm and inviting. Who's riddled by this demonic influence? The Hangman and the Hangman and the Upright, and the Three of Wands. This is someone who's shifting their perspective of you, or they've just had a shift in perspective of you. So this could have been that this person is afraid of, like I said, you're moving into, or you're becoming one with your dark masculine or dark feminine archetype. And this person is used to being able to connect with you when you are love and light. Because it could be that when you were in your shadow energy, you were way too conscious and aware. You were too emotionally invested and activated on the subject of this individual, the grievances from the past. So their demonic attachments would also activate these negative emotions, or activate these negative like triggers within you. So this person, they feel controlled by your shadow, but they're attracted to your light. So now you are your light and your shadow. You're both at the same time. It's kind of like someone feeling like, like fire, like, oh, pretty. And they can't resist I want to think of it like a bug zapper. Oh, the light is so beautiful. They're seeing all of the other bugs go into the light and zapped, right? But it's like they have there is no ability to see themselves. There's no self-awareness that they are just like these other bugs. So if they come into the light, they're going to be buzzed too. It's like this person does not see that. So it's like they're coming towards you, but they're getting zapped or being hurt, when they try to. Okay. Because it does say that they're coming toward you. They have shifted their perspective of you. This could be from one that was in fear of who you may be to actually accepting the fact that you have this love and light quality. So someone who felt like they needed to resist you or be at war with you now feels like you could actually be their freedom. Okay, you could be their release. You could be their peace. Okay. Yeah, someone was afraid of a reckoning from you, but that person could be shifting their perspective now, actually seeing, actually seeing your shadow as your protective barrier and understanding why. So you may have someone who is now on your side, who was not on your side originally, because they actually feared your dark feminine or masculine archetype. A lot of times those are the connections that actually awaken that part of you. But you would have to be able to accept the shadow in yourself before you could accept the shadow in another. So it feels like someone's doing shadow work, and there is someone here that knows, there's someone who's aware they're being pushed out and someone who is being drawn into you. There's someone who is fearless. Like I was talking about that invincible quality. They are fearless. They are drawn to you and they feel like it is safe for them to approach. And then there is someone who is afraid and they are moving away. All right. What's they win in your best or worst case scenario? We have the Chariot. Could be a Cancer. Someone with ambition, direction, willpower. This person is in control of themselves. They're very successful. This could be someone who's even had or experienced a situation with you and it was successful. Okay, something about your connection allows this person to implement self-discipline and focus. Okay, and they may be determined to pursue you or to pursue this connection for those very reasons. There's someone who is adamantly saying yes to you. That feels like a whole different person who is like gaining a new perspective, but they're saying yes to you as well and coming towards you. And then you have someone running from you. So who's running? Wait, let me finish this. Tell me about the Cancer and the Chariot. Someone's divine guidance. They're being divinely guided towards you. King of Pentacles in reverse. Who's being guided? And the Star in reverse. This person is being guided towards you because of a past situation which was successful, but it may be the same cycle repeating itself. So if you're in the same space that you were originally, or you're going through some of the same things that you were originally, this person may be drawn to you because they are also in the same space that they were before, and they're feeling like a loss of direction, or they're feeling ungrounded or unsure. Okay. They could be focused on the negative and they could see you as having a better perspective, possibly, or being able to shift the perspective of what is currently going on in order to bring light to a situation or clarity to a situation. Tell me about the Taurus or the Aries here, because we have another yes over here. So this is why this Cancer or Capricorn or Aquarius could be coming towards you. Let's see what's going on with the Taurus and the Aries. The High Priestess in reverse. So they're gaining a new perspective. There are things that they're finding out that they didn't have knowledge of before. So that would be another reason why this person may have been held back from you. There was fear. Like I said, they felt unsure of your dark feminine or masculine energy. They felt unsure of the ways in which, because a lot of people consider it to be like a villain era. They call it the rise of the empath. When the empath realizes their power and they also realize their grievance and they take their power back. That's that repossession energy. Okay. So someone feared your reckoning because your reckoning is divinely orchestrated and protected. Okay. So this person was unsure of what that meant for them, unsure of what your true perspective, how you felt about them. They feel as if you are in control of a certain situation or dynamic, but their perspective has shifted. Now, there are things that they don't know, like this person was not trusting themselves. They may have already become enlightened about you and understood that your shadow was meant for your protection, like it was necessary. That could be where they're finding direction and confidence and deciding to move forward, or to take a chance. Okay, so they're taking a risk by coming towards you, but at the same time, they're being silent. It says they're out of touch, silent, because they can't see. There's something they can't see. They have a blind spot. What's going on with the High Priestess in reverse? They have a blind spot. Okay, so this person, they're coming, I don't know how to put this. They're finding the confidence and finding the pathway forward to you, but this person is not actually taking a step towards you. Instead, it's like they're looking at you, they're focused on you, and they're seeing a clear way through, but they're at a state of peace. Okay, they could be recovering from something. They're trying to accept something, and there is hope and happiness that is returning to them. So this person wants to take action towards you, but their hope has not returned to them yet. Okay. Let's see. Give me another card. There's a blind spot. There's something they can't see, which is why they don't feel fully free to like come towards you. That maybe it's not, they don't know exactly how you're feeling about them. Yeah, we have conflict, battles, fight, violence, aggression, intimidation, competition, hostility, and defeat. So they're unsure of exactly where you are mentally on the subject of them. They don't know how you think about them. Like, what are your thoughts and feelings about them right now? Release, too much responsibility, breakdown, lacking the will to go on, collapse, downfall, and procrastination. So this person is, they're stagnant or they're stuck, but this is really like a protection for them because they need to be at peace. One thing that I feel like if you're in this energy here in the center, one thing that you are not susceptible to is like guilt trips or emotional manipulation. So whoever this person is, this is fear. They have fear. And the fear is what causes an emotional instability when they try to come towards you or take action towards you. So they have to conquer the fear first. This has to do with self-trust. So this blind spot that this person has, I don't think is necessarily about you. It's about them. There's something they have to see about themselves, and in seeing it about themselves, they will also become aware of it or see their reflection in you, which would eliminate the fear. So it doesn't feel like there's anything you have to do. I have the ending of an old cycle or the breaking of an old contract or the releasing of an old behavior pattern or deeply entrenched beliefs with the Hierophant in reverse. Someone is breaking free, setting themselves free, and creating a new beginning here toward their passion or toward something that they desire. Okay. Your desires are coming towards you. You are drawing them in like a magnet. That's that Empress energy. But again, it's the Empress, and it is also blended with your dark feminine or masculine archetype. So you have enemies that are being laid at your feet. We have a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, someone who is self-absorbed, financially independent. So this may be someone who's obsessed with status. So they could have a new job, or they have more money, or they have a new career, or they have a new home, or they have a new car. Some kind of showy display of their wealth or of their being. Someone is feeling like they're experiencing a level up. So this is someone who is also in their shadow or in their ego. But It's not the equal to you because it's missing the internal part, that empress or that emperor, your internal divine sovereignty, your truth. This person is just as ego based only, ego driven only. They have the appearance of someone with status because they have accumulated the physical things, but it does not go deep because it's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it's materialistic. It's a front. It's physical only. Yeah, and the Empress in reverse. This person is your exact opposite. Currently, they would be your exact opposite. So they're insecure, receiving a creative block, lack of progress, over dependence on you, emptiness, and suffocation. This is a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. This person is already in your energy, but they were in it because they thought they would be able to gain control, but it's not working. Someone underestimated you and you took your power back. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. So you're seeing through the illusions that this person is trying to cast over you. You are independently energized, and your clarity is also independent of someone else's manipulation or lies. So you are supported. You're supported. Your clarity is at an all-time high. Your third eye is activated. You are making honest, unbiased, judgment calls and decisions. You are openly communicating. You have clear boundaries. You are being seen as insightful, just. That someone could be a Libra here. Yeah, this person is aware of you. Someone's stuck in your energy and they're aware of you. So you got people running from you, running towards you, someone who already ran towards you, but they're experiencing a reckoning because they weren't aware that you were awakened. You're very insightful and you're giving insight or giving clarity or light to others. And it's like at this person's expense. Whoever this person is, they're giving you a light that you're shedding for others, but they did not intend to. This person intended to usurp some kind of authority over you. This may have been a person that was trying to get you built into a lust trap. So they could have been aware of your energy actually, but they also were like, this is narcissistic abuse. It's like someone who knows something about you. They're going based off of your past behaviors or what they knew about you. But it was like outdated information. So this is, I guess you would call it karma. Someone's seeing it as revenge, but it's too just. It's above reproach with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, we have the Tower in reverse. There are things, it is causing some kind of catastrophe or it's causing someone some kind of pain or something like that, but it is definitely a situation that could have been avoided. Like this person could have resisted the temptation to attack you. Okay, and they wouldn't be going through what they're going through, but because they did, they are like forced into this transformation process, which could be excruciating, especially if there are things that are hidden in your own shadow or subconscious that you haven't dealt with. And now because you tried to attack someone that you thought, I don't know, you thought they were beneath you or you thought they weren't awakened to you or something like that, this person tried to attack you, and now it's like the demons they were trying to get rid of by hiding in your energy are the very ones that are faced with, because you own those demons. And now this person is being riddled with things that they were actually escaping, but because they came into your energy, they now are being faced with it. So somebody is going through some kind of mental or emotional turmoil, and they feel like it's your fault, but we have no. This person wants to, they really want to put in this grievance against you. This is someone who wants to be seen in the same light as you, but they cannot. They cannot. It's very different here. Something about you and your shadow energy is not only being seen as upright and justified, but it's also being seen as like a desire. Like people have asked for this. This is why you have people being drawn to you at this time. But there is someone here who is angry, or they feel as if what they're being faced to see is pushing them into this powerless energy where they feel limited, restricted. They're discontent. This may be a person that feels like they're forced into addiction, or like the materialism, even just only finding value in what they have and how they look. They feel as if this is your fault, like you've taken everything that was good within them. But it's just that they're trying to see themselves in your light, likely because they're trying to manipulate your mind and how you see them. So someone was trying to center themselves in your life, and this is someone that you had already decentered. So they came in for a spot that is no longer there. This is weird, but it's kind of like someone, like your house, okay, your internal house, your heart, your home. Someone thought that they could just walk in with the old key and go back to residing there as if nothing had happened. But instead, they're like on the side, out in the cold, scared because they don't have a home, and they also do not have access to your home. You know, we have repo here, so the keys have changed. The situation has changed. Even the members in your internal household, your home, your heart, it has changed. So this could be even like an ex coming to reclaim a space that is no longer vacant or something like that. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna leave this reading here. I'm gonna leave this energy here, and I will see you guys in the next live. Bye.